it here by magnets, and you can see it's by region and then by division, and then you see by store, and the ones in black are the store managers, the ones in red are the second assistant manager.
Wow.
The one in blue are a third assistant manager.
So this is for all 4 states, all the regions.
Yes.
You know, you've got it all right here on the wall.
Right here. So when we're going to call a store, we know who the shift people are at that store.
Yeah. Wow. And these are always changing, aren't they?
Oh, it used to be so easy to keep this board up to date. Now this is changing every day.
Yeah. People moving from store to store and up in management and all over the
place. And new stores opening.
Yeah. And I just noticed this on the floor here. Here, help me hold that up. They collect everything here at In-N-Out. You collect, what are we looking at here, John?
Well, this is an old placemat, about 21 years old. And it's funny because I purchased one from for In-N-Out Burger off eBay, a 1971 that we had matted and framed. Some woman had it, and, you never know. Did she go on a first date with some young man, and that was precious to her, and then sometime later she passed it on to her family?
So they're selling paper placemats from In-N-Out Burger on eBay now.
Yes. And it cost me, I think, $30 for a placemat that probably cost a quarter of a cent.
Do you change the placemats all the time, every year, just like you do your T-shirts?
Even sooner. We may have one month, and then we'll have another one the next month. So we'll use 4 or 5 different ones a year.
Do you think customers know that you're changing the placemats? Do they pay attention to that kind of? I bet you In-N-Out customers do.
I would say so, because on some of them they're on quality, some of them are on customer service, some of them where we'll identify an individual at In-N-Out, like Chuck Pappas you met earlier today. He's on a placemat from years ago.
Oh, so you actually put employees on the placemat.
Yes.
There's a whole display of glasses out here in the hall. I do not remember glasses in In-N-Out Burgers.
Yes, in 1971, the first glass that we sold was a Pepsi glass called the Tiffany glass for 29 cents. You got that filled with the Pepsi-Cola, and you got to keep the glass. And that really spurred business. We had a lot of families come in, like after school, they pick the kids up, and they'd come in and they'd order these, and then we decided to go to the Looney Tunes, and they were really popular.
Tweety and Sylvester and Petunia and Elmer Fudd and Rocky, all of them are here. Now, you don't still, there's Tom and Jerry. You don't still do Wonder Woman. Batman. I'm sorry I missed all of this. Now, this is obviously part of history because you don't sell these anymore.
No. And then you see the Indiana Jones here. We had a set of 4 when those movies started coming out.
What do? Buy these back on eBay now for your corporate headquarters?
Well, I was going to say some, but I would say the majority, yes, that you go on eBay, and there's a whole section on In-N-Out. And I look for what I don't have, and then we put bids on it, and it's usually pretty expensive by the time we pick it up.
Wait a minute. In-N-Out has a whole section on eBay.
Yeah, well, it's not ours, but it's people.
That's what I mean. Selling In-N-Out memorabilia.
Yes.
So they're collecting still, aren't they?
They sure are. I just bought some the other day, a couple $100 worth of glasses.
He's opening the safe. We're in the safe room at In-N-Out, and Jack has gone in the safe. Not many people see this, do they?
No, not many.
This is a big deal.
Yes, it is.
To see what is in this book from inside a very secure room with a very locked safe.
Yes, you're right, and it's kept there all the time. It hardly ever comes out. And what's kind of neat is everything that made In-N-Out successful is in here.
Is in this book. Okay, we have left the safe room. We've still got the brown leather-bound book here. This was called, had a name to it, didn't it?
In-N-Out Bible.
The In-N-Out Bible. And what exactly was in this Bible?
Well, this was Harry's book, and we would go to his house, and we had our own notebook, and he would read to us from here, and we would copy in our own notebook his notes or his how to do things, like how to window hop a car, or how to cook a hamburger, for how to make coffee.
He had it all written down.
It's all here.
And what would you do? Just kind of basically sit at his feet and listen to these instructions?
Yes, that's what we do. And today we do it the same way. Exactly the same way.
So you followed this Bible, so to speak.
Yeah, pretty much everything we do today started here. Now, there's been some little changes here and there, but very, very few. I mean, Harry was very particular. This company spends a lot of money on training. We know it's important. People make it happen. You got to teach them. And Harry started it.
This is amazing to see the amount of detail. It's just page after page after page of detail.
That's right. I have to tell you something else, too. After we'd have a meeting, sometimes Mrs. Snyder would have a dinner for us. She'd barbecue steaks for us.
Well,
right, Bob?
And he probably had it written here how she was supposed to do it.
She was great.
Probably right. He had everything else in here. Okay, we have left the In-N-Out University, and Jack, it's one thing to talk about In-N-Out burgers and philosophy and mission statements and all of that. It's another to eat In-N-Out burgers. And we're not going in just any old In-N-Out burger store, are we?
No, this is the new number one.
This is the still number one, even though the original number one is, well, it's really not that far away.
No.
But it's inactive, so this replaced number one as the new number one.
Yes.
All right. Burgers just as good?
Better.
Don't say that. We got some of the original employees. Bob and Chuck aren't going to like that. Let's go inside and test it out. We're going inside In-N-Out. Okay, we're inside In-N-Out burger number one. Jack, I'm going to leave you for a few minutes and go to work over here. I've got an appointment to hook up. I assume you're the manager.
I am.
Your name is?
Wyman.
Okay, now this is exciting to be filming inside In-N-Out because that doesn't usually happen, does it?
Never happened.
TV cameras don't come in here.
Not allowed.
All right, well, tell us a little bit about your career at In-N-Out Burger, because it started how many years ago?
This is my 19th year. This month, actually. October 28th was my 19th year.
All right, how did you get started?
Actually, right out of high school, they opened up the In-N-Out right down the street from my house in West Covina, and I got a little flyer in the mail that they were accepting applications, so I just went down there and applied and got hired. And my whole goal at the time, I was out of high school and getting ready to start Mount Sac to start their fire academy. I was going to be a firefighter.
You're going to be a firefighter?
Firefighter.
So this was just a temporary kind of a summer job or something until you could become a firefighter?
Oh, absolutely. A part-time job is all I was looking for. That's why I was going to college.
What was that like when you first started working for them?
You know, the first couple months, I clicked to me right away that it was a great company. I worked for a great manager at the time, and just the whole process, I saw how well they treated their employees, and the whole reputation and the quality, and what In-N-Out stood for, and just the whole thing. It only took me a couple months to decide maybe I want to stay here.
So it was more, from the very beginning, it was more than just making burgers.
Oh, absolutely. The way the company treats their employees, the whole process of the quality, In-N-Out stands so much for quality and friendliness and service and the cleanliness of our stores. And I knew the company was growing, being a private company, and I knew to me it was a no-brainer.
How hard is it to move up through the ranks?
It's all based on your individual performance, but it takes time. Some people, it takes time.
Because you're in management now, right?
Right, I'm a store manager.
You're a store manager.
Right.
And how long would you do this before you move on to something else?
Some people it takes 5 years, some people it takes 15 years.
But this is your career.
This is my career, definitely.
And do you think a lot of these employees are going to be with the company a long time? They probably will. They always have to.
Yeah. For a long time, yes, definitely. It's a great job for people that are going to school because we work very well around the kids' school schedule. We're very flexible with our hours. You can work a day shift. You can work a night shift. You can only work weekends if you want to. Only work Monday through Friday if you need to for school. It's a great job as far as that goes. I think it's the best job out there for school.
All right, now we're talking about job advancement. Let's talk a little bit about what's on the menu.
Okay.
Here,